So now let's go ahead and use that function. So I'm just gonna again keep the script neat by kind of grabbing this section header and coming over here and pasting it in. And we're going to apply a function both here and then we're going to display it. So for post burn, I think all I have to do is basically recreate this image, right? So I want to do 2020 and September. So this is going to be make image, and I just type in 2020 and 9, and it should work. And let's go ahead and display it. So I'm going to say map add layer, and I'd like to look at post burn, and the viz parameters we've defined here. So I'm just going to call them there. And this is going to be the post burn composite. And then I'm just going to say false because I don't want it to display automatically. And if I hit run, it should go. And there's that one. And then here's this one. And let's see if they appear different. If I zoom, nope, right? Doesn't look like. If I check that, nope. They look pretty much identical, and we could go further than that, but I'm pretty sure they're identical. So what I'm going to do then is to go up to the first time we added the layer and just comment it out because we don't need the layer to be drawn twice. Is that fair? And so now I just have the post burn there. And so let's try to apply this to make an image of the same kind of time of year, but the year before. So I'm going to say make image, and we could type in, we want basically a year that represents the pre-burn year, and we want it to be the same season so that we don't have the phenology of plants, meaning like the bloom and leafing out and the whole life cycle of plants to kind of affect what we do here. So we could type in 2019 and then this, but for again, I usually try to kind of keep things. I like, as you've seen, I like to avoid doing math, but in my head if I can, because I'm often a little tired. And so, what if we just said 2020 minus one, um, and that's 2019, right? So then, if we do that, we can just copy this, and I'm going to add it. Below, even though maybe that's a little confusing, but I'm just going to add it there and say pre-burn, and hit run. And what do we got here? The post-burn is there, and the pre-burn is that, and all shiny, shiny green, which tells you there was a lot of healthy veg that Brenna burned there. And So then would it make more sense if we drew them kind of chronologically? So just switch that up. So now I'm saying first draw pre-burn, then draw post-burn. And so post-burn winds up being on top of pre-burn. Does that make sense? Because the pre-burn gets drawn first and then the post-burn gets drawn. So it gets drawn on top of the other one. So this does not reflect layer order, it reflects drawing order. And that's pretty good to go there. I'm going to hit save, and we're going to move on.